by the reason of him who hath subjected the same in hope. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High.
What's the bondage of corruption? It's flesh, man. It's flesh. It's flesh is chains, man.
It's a demon. It's chains of darkness.
Chains of darkness.
Was that a Jew? That was a Jew, right?
I believe so, yeah. Chains of darkness. Yep. Yeah. This flesh is what holds you back.
It holds you back.
It says the spirit itself is willing, but what? The flesh is weak. You know, so it's a constant. It tells you that, I think in Corinthians, a constant war between the flesh and the spirit.
Which is not your arm making you do shit. You know, your arm ain't gonna get up and, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Or your foot get up and kick you in your ass. It's your brain, your mind, man. The stony heart. When you go, when you read the word heart, and those particular scriptures, it's talking about your brain, your mind, man. That thing within your head, that evil thoughts come in, make you go off, make you do shit. That's what controls the rest of your body. You see what I'm saying? That's what that's talking about, man. And that's a powerful, your mind is a powerful thing. It's powerful, man. And a couple of things that are powerful, man. The tongue, it says, because it can curse, it can bless. The eye, you know, in certain scriptures it says the eye is evil, you know, because it sees things and lusts for it. But what controls all these things? Your mind, man. Before anything, before you do it, and Yahushua said that. In your mind, or was it Paul? In your mind is, no, Yahushua. Adultery, lusting, all that. Beautiful.
Yep, this is Mark 7 and 21. For from within, out of the heart of men, so proceed evil thoughts.
Now, when you read that heart right there, when you translate it, it's talking about the mind. All right.
Proceed evil thoughts, adulteries, fornication, murders, thefts, covetousness.
That's why there's a difference between murder and killing. The law says, "Thou shalt not v'ratazak." Murder, because it was premeditated. You had to sit and think and plot to do this thing. Now, and then this is the difference. You're on a construction site, and a hammer, a sledgehammer, slips from the handle, knocks your co-worker in the head, and he dies. You just killed him as an accident. That's why there was laws in the Bible of refuge cities, where because the family, you know, oh my God, it was a sudden thing. They don't know if it was intentional or not. So they're gonna go after the man because of anger, their rage, and trying to get revenge. So they would have to flee, all right, for refuge until shit quelled down, and then the judges come in, and then everything is quelled and settled. Alright? Go ahead.
Thefts, covetousness, wickedness, deceit.
Yeah, all these things you gotta meditate before you do. That's why motherfuckers are wicked, man. People, you gotta meditate on this. You gotta to do this evil, to do this shit, you gotta think before you do it. That's why they wicked as hell.
They call it premeditated in the court system.
Premeditated murder, man. That's the ratasak, to kill. I mean, to murder. That's not murder.
It says lasciviousness, an evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness, all these.
An evil eye, an evil eye against your brother, scheming on your right hand man, scheming on his woman, scheming on whatever he got. That's why the commandments, you see, there's more than 10 commandments. Those are the planks, though. From those stem the rest of the law. The statutes, right? You got laws, you got sub-laws. You got statutes, you got sub-statutes. That's where Esau got his whole law system from. That from the Bible and also from the Hammurabi Code. Which Hammurabi was a fucking Cushite, a Babylonian, and remember that the Babylonians, they were taught by us. All nations were taught by us because remember the word of the Lord was word of mouth. You know, word of mouth. Everything used to just pass down. Yeah. So and the nation saw, like the other Nab said, the nation saw how we kept the Lord's laws, and they said this is a great nation to have these laws like this, to have a God like they have with just laws and all that. So they wanted to emulate us to this very day.
Yep. All these evil things come from within and defile the man.
Yeah, from within your mind. Not from within your arm or your leg or your foot. Your mind, man.
Yep, that's why in Romans, 8:20 it said, for the creature was made subject to vanity. Meaning all men were made like that. Like Job said, the Lord told Job, he said, you think I'm going to make you equal with me? And that's why the Lord said, my ways are as the heaven is higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than yours. That every man, all of us, the thing that separates us, the Lord opened up our mind and gave us these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's why we know how to gird and govern ourselves.
He said, your thoughts are not my thoughts, neither are your ways my ways.
That's why I said that's why I talk about your heart or your mind. Every man or every creature is made under the subject of vanity, and that word vanity means wickedness. That's why Solomon said everything is vanity, everything is wicked.
Yeah, this is King David in the prayer he sent up, right? Psalms 51. Psalms 51 and 1 on down. Have mercy upon me, O Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, according to thy loving kindness, according to the multitude of thy tender mercies, blot out my transgressions. Do you know what that means, to blot out, to erase? That was done by Yahweh Shai. Our sins got hung up with him on the cross, you see? So technically, we don't sin if you're in Yahweh Shai, but that doesn't mean to sin. Understand? That don't mean to just go out and do dumb shit. That means that the Lord ain't gonna judge you and condemn you for the shit that you have done in the past. And then if you slip, you pray to the Lord. You repent. It's a constant. In other words, instead of sacrificing animals, now you pray. The Lord said, render not your garment, but your heart, the calves of your lips.
Hey, Romans 8 is a bad chapter. This is Romans 8 and 1. Therefore now, no condemnation to them that were in Yahweh Shai. We walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit.
Right. So we walk after the spirit. Yeah. Are you gonna go off? Yeah. We just went through a whole sermon about the flesh. Yeah, you're gonna go off, but look, you pray to the Lord, forgive. Let not your sins weigh you down. Put all that stuff and keep going. You don't stay there wallowing in the shit, and then now you throw up your hands. Oh, fuck it, man. This is too hard for me. Let me go do some dumb shit. You don't do that. That's a fool. Right there.
It's the second verse. He said, for the law of the spirit of life in Yahweh Shai had made me free from the law of sin and death.
Which is the law of the Heavenly Father, because according to, you commit certain things, you have to get put to death. But with Yahweh Shai brought grace and mercy, but that, like I said, that doesn't give you the authority and the right to, go do sin. Right, as a token militia. Right, go ahead.
It said, for what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, the Most High sent his own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin could condemn sin in the flesh.
Right. Because Satan, that's the only power Satan got while you're in the flesh. You see?
Yep.
He's able to make you do dumb shit. Come into your mind. Have his demons, powerful demons, come into your mind. Think of dumb shit, man. Yeah. Dream about dumb shit. You wake up, what the? In the world, I never dreamed about some dumb shit like that. And then you be like, yeah, well, you know what that is. So what you do, it'd be certain days I have a crazy ass dream. I had to get up and pray to the Lord. Take this fucking dream. I couldn't sleep. It'd be like that, man. It's a war, man.
That the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit. But they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit.
Right, the things of the spirit, meaning you sift everything through the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the Bible, to reason out everything, rationing out everything through the Bible.
For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be.
Yeah, you know, you got people in the world, bad shit happened to them, right? So then they go and curse the Lord. Oh, there is no God. There is no, and then they just turn into this damn demon more than what they are, and then they start doing